It's rough. I think the Azir, I mean, it's just two sides of the same coin, right? It's the exact same champ.
Just less range.
Yeah, I think both champions suffer from the weakness that they can be set up on by LeBlanc in the chain set up early, and Vi can potentially find some ganks onto the Azir.
Down here, but they're going to continue on because jungle camps are now spawn and Juhan is zoned out a little bit as SK might have to think about this a little bit more. Jackie's is coming in as a flash away from Luon. They're still thinking about it, even with Jackie's hovering, but the Ignite as it goes down, Isma tries to get his way. He doesn't.
Okay, it's pushing into their lane, and it's really not going to be a great trade for Patrick. Now, that looks like a dead Zeri on my screen.
Oh, it does indeed. Does it look like a dead Niski to you as well? Here he is, the Antonio making the gank known.
no.
First blood going to be given over, and it's the Antonio who picks it up. Excuse me, second, of course. But a second kill over to Giant X.
And it's just from raw laning 1 versus 1. Jackie still has
in, giving access for Juhan to take the ever so loved grubs that you keep hyping up.
Prio mid-top with that LeBlanc and that Rumble winning lane, going to secure these grubs over. Now, no cross-map play for SK either, because Ignar is not needed on those grubs because the lanes are winning so hard. He's going to be able to shadow any play down bot side, and Isma, he's not going to be able to do anything in response.
Just Arctic Assault's out of there before he gets caught out. And just quickly note again what you said, Rahel and Luon had the wave in a good...
Instead of contesting these grubs, trying to find some sort of dive with the Lucian down bot and giving up those 6 grubs, but Isma...
He's going to turn this into engage, actually, as well. Embraces the chains as he goes golden, at least with the ultimate coming through. There's a return from Juhan. Isma dies. Niski doesn't have enough damage. It's an Azir in the early game with Mercs and a recurve bow. He gets charmed up, and Luon's ulti at max range won't hit Juhan anyway. Jackie's hits from range himself as Rahel. Now that's the damage that SK needed. He can't
actually move second. So Lucian makes it first, Rahel, and he finds the one shot, and exactly the person you want the gold to get the gold. Gets the gold.
Did Ignar flash like next to the spot and just got aqua prison? I think he did. It wasn't the best flash, and Luon just gets a free Q. And with that kill as well going on to Rahel, I mean, it's looking great. SK as well denying the 6 grubs. 3 apiece now. I think you were saying this morning it's rare to see that as Giant X is going to teleport down bot. But this is for the Antonio to try and find something with a wave pushing in.
This should be a dead irrelevant on my screen. He can get dove and read over if he wants
Lightning charge from Patrick at least helps out. The all out there to buy space, but the Antonio flashes away before he takes an extra turret shot, picks up a second. Couldn't I mean, I was saying the Antonio because he's got his ult and he's level 11 here. Irrelevant as he walks up with his ulti in hand, won't have the same impact, and Smite secures the Herald as they look for the charge. A one-man ulti gets knocked up. Juhan in return finds one, but a lot burned here from picked up by Jackie's, who we know is going to sit in the side lane. Maybe he doesn't lead to first turret blood. We thought it could, and
Jackie's there.
It's really nice. I mean, again, first turret blood does go over to SK, so they catch up in gold a bit, but Jackie's now trades in the side lane, and
so this Herald gonna secure them prio into the river as well as a charge onto mid lane turret. That could convert into 3rd dragon here.
Oh, it converts into a fight instead. Ignar steps up, he's dead. What a bubble. The setup from Luon, and the counterplay massive is flashing forward for Isma to get the flail out, and Jackie's to sorts luckily, but Giant X have lost a member again, and stepping forward, Juhan is caught out. He flashes but gets shuffled all the same. Niski is as smooth as you'd like, and the equalizer coming out later.
But yeah, that's 3rd dragon denied from the side of SK, and you could see the item discrepancy, right? 2 items for the Lucian, and not quite the same.
It's okay. Last time I was allowed the teleprompter, I drew a smiley face, and ever since I have been distanced from it. Mid turret opens up as well. Giant X back towards about 1,000 for now. Antonio, all timing is great. Niski gets flashed on and solo kill. Okay, Antonio.
It's exactly what they're going to do. But you can see Azir, I just don't think Niski can match side lane at the moment.
Doesn't look like it has. No dragon up here on the bottom side of the map, and remember, it's just Baron sitting there, so SK on the right side for now. Cullen gonna come through, Juhan interrupts it though, equalizer layered down perfectly. Patrick ultis over the side, Luon zones him out though, and Irrelevant hasn't died yet as Patrick has to flash on out of there. No kill has been achieved, apart from Juhan dropping on down. SK sit as 5, and as low as it is, they still stand strong.
Giga Antonio isn't enough. They tried to layer the Rumble on top of the Vial and the Rakanal as well, thinking that...
using this Lucian to try and set themselves up for the Dragon stacking.
They see him.
TP, yeah, they do indeed. Niski spots him. The Antonio came in a bit early. He equalizes. Juhan trying to recover as well, but Rahel still isn't dead. They're using everything to kill him, and Jackie's finally completes the task, but SK are running forward with all their might, and Isma cannot be stopped, especially with a strange feathery man. Ignar chased to his death, and even though...
Regardless though, Dragon going to be over to SK, and Another winning fight. You just feel like SK in this mid game are getting the better of them. Take a look at this.
For a while. No Dragon for a while means all attention turns up towards the north. Niski ulties up, and it's Patrick caught out only the tip of the trade. To at least get some gold back, but Baron and a pick on Patrick. His first death in the game. A small opening, and SK exploit it.
This is always the cope trade that you make. You always say, guys, it's okay, let's take it as much as possible. They could even drop Equalizer down on the wave to defend it as well. But you just give up everything versus this one. Oh,
Look,
no.
I thought he was the one TPing. It's absolutely wrong from me. Teleport burn in front of their face. Giant X, if that's Sven, it's over.
But the long con flank is coming. They do have an Azir tower. This is not a good flank, I don't think. Unless
he's on a ward.
They need the one-shot. Juhan, he can get turned on.
Through Juhan, not spotted out in the brush, but Isma's the one face-checking. This Porky Pig doesn't care. The knock-up comes through, though, from Ignar, but going golden, they buy some time. It's onto Irrelevant, too. Happy to buy it out. The Equalizer and the choke is still good. Niski's ulti is not an over the wall. Antonio is cooking him alive. Niski still burning for his death. It somehow works for Giant X, and Niski just has to get on out. Jackie's looking for the chasers. Irrelevant now stuck in the middle. The all-out over the wall to try and find Jackie's, and he does. It's Gasante moment. Irrelevant out for the pieces. Now Antonio comes through, but he's not even needed. Juhan cleans that kill up, and Dragon now exposed. Giant X, the resilience is there.
What a nice engage from Ignar. Now they're still looking at SK.
It's not done, is it? It's really not done. Flash and Ignite still up to try and steal a Dragon. They won't succeed. Acro Prison not there. We're getting a lot of bursts. We need to watch about things like Ignar as the quickness gets popped up again. The ulti comes through. It's onto Luon. They find the support. Now, there's no Baron here. Two, Isma has to run away a little bit, and are they thinking about starting the Baron? Giant X are throwing the spanner.
I'm so surprised that SK didn't take...
Jackies does it. Luon's dead. Made me scream, wow. God, LeBlanc. What setup there? Numbers advantage now given out, and SK are walking in.
Numbers advantage. They could find the engage. Ignar is on the flank.
He's got flash as well. Aragon, he has flash, and Baron here might just be a bait, a ruse. Are they going to 50-50? Isma throws out the ulti. Juhan runs on in. Antonio shuffled away, but he goes Golden's quickness. Buys him a bit of time, but it's on to tanks. Antonio has to flash away. Niski's the damage dealer with Rahel. They're now playing it front to back. No! Giant X, you're giving it to them. SK have been set up to walk only. Soul point as well. Jackie's once again trying to be a ninja. Over the wall! Oh my god!
Really depends on how well Niski and Rahel can play safe. As
execution like this, Juhan walking in, Niski finds him! Jungler down, I mean, is he going to? The tidal wave follows through, they need the damage eventually, they're finding the quickness there as well. The Equalizer makes the play turn around. Niski goes golden to buy himself some time, but as the redemption comes through, he's still alive! Juhan had no stake from the new member. Remember, Peach died for this, and for Juhan change as well. Look for SK with Baron as they push in through this inner turret. Now they might have a chance to break the base in another direction. The last Baron buff was what got them close. This should do the job with Niski's damage and conversion on turrets. Absolutely massive. And Jackie's, as he comes over the wall, he can only find Irrelevant, which does nothing.
Yeah, only going to break the K-Nick as the flank comes in from Juhan. Now, does he pull the trigger? I don't think it's possible.
Rahel runs into him. That Lucian find, and look at the sustain with Bloodthirster and a fish as your support. It's easy as that, and Niski flies on in. The quickness is there. Ignar tries to buy time himself, but Niski going golden on the Equalizer has to flash away. The ulti thrown out from Isma as well as Jackie still finds a kill. The flank is there from Juhan as well, buying time as Niski goes on in, re-engages but doesn't find the kill. Giant X defends successfully. Bottom side of Rahel is running forward. Culling comes through, but the angle's all wrong. Ignar gets on out as Isma thinks about going over the wall. Jackie's runs in, but he can't deny it.
Anything he wants. I think this might be rough. This might be a really tough base defense.
Okay, let's see how they handle it. There you go, Hexed Exalt chains through Juhan's damage, and the poke from Rahel was too much. Now onto the Nexus turret. He steps forward with a rapid fire cannon, and for SK it's been so hard done as Ignar tries for the miracle flank, but now onto the tank. It means nothing. At least Luon dies though, giving Giant X another window to shine. Jackie's at half HP, threatens the advancement as Niski tries to stand his ground, with SK now looking for another way.
The flank on the side. The Nami is down, so no bonus damage for Rahel.
He has no equalizer. He's in the heat zone. I mean, he's in the danger zone. Juhan is looking for a target over the wall. Patrick is there as well. Relevant doesn't care. The Antonio is running into Isma. He goes golden, which is great. Irrelevant, though. Drags over Patrick. And Cassandre almost does it. But meanwhile, Ignat jumps on in. The problem is that Niski is still alive. Rahel is still alive. And SK's chances at 3-0 are still pretty much alive.
And it's just too much. The scaling in the front to back is just too much. They had such a nice fight with the Charm dragging Nami over the equalizer, but even 4 versus 5 versus this Soul is too much.
And we've got to start bringing the discussion to light. The new bot lane of SK. How far can it take them? That's 3-0 on the first week of the LEC. SK are playing their damn heart out.
And I think I'm just going to